Different interviews have different sets of questions, and every individual has different sets of questions. No two candidates will be asked same question. Some interviews, for example, when you go for private sector jobs in technical field, questions mainly dependent on your technical know-how. Yes, some of the organizations are asking some of the personal questions and all. But when you are going for UPSC examination interview, CAPF, here I'm discussing about CAPF, then every question is not a straightforward. What are the, for example, problem of CAPF? What challenges CAPF is facing? Or what is the condition of Pakistan at this time? Or what is your opinion of Russia-Ukraine crisis? This is not a straightforward questions. Sometimes there are questions which are having different dimensions, and at that time, you should be conscious about that. For example, if you belong to some particular state, and if there is an incident or there is some political nature question, and you are there in a fix, for example, you are having some opinion related to something, and question is framed in such a way that you are having difficulty. For example, just take recent news. Baris de Punjab means Baris Punjab de Amritpal Singh, his supporters were arrested yesterday's newspaper you have seen. So in these type of things, if you belong to, for example, Punjab, then in this issue, maybe some controversial questions will be asked. Always remember, when you go to interview board, you are there for getting a job, and that job is of all India nature. Obviously, your job is not all India services, but your job is a job of all India nature, where in fact you are posted in almost all part of country, and sometimes few people are getting opportunity to serve outside the country also. So at that time, your identity is like an Indian and who is believing in unity and integrity of India. And yes, there is certain division of religion, caste, etc., gender, but that is not my concern. Whatever I am, I should present myself. I am there to solve the problem, not create the problem. For example, take just I said about Punjab, you belong to Punjab. Maybe you belong to Bihar. And sometime there is huge tragedy because Bihar is a drier state from 2016. But it is law is there, but its implementation is not proper. That's why you see in the news a regular news reporting is there. So many people died due to huge tragedy, and so many people were arrested for trading in illegal liquor or other type of things. Or if you are having some ideological inclination towards some political party, and that question is asked from you, at that time, that matters now. When I say whatever you are saying, your body language should say the same thing. Some of you may have watched the movie Mukhbir. Actually, it is based on IB, Intelligence Bureau. So the hero there is, and another is Sunil Shetty is also means he is SP Intelligence. He says to the main Mukhbir, see dear, he's saying Sunil Shetty is you have to accept Islam, but it should not be like you are just taking in the name. You have to accept it that by heart, so that whenever they are asking question, because they will inject serum and they will fetch the truth. So if it is by heart, then only you can evade their investigation. That's the thing. कि whatever you are saying, it should come from your heart. What happens now? Ki sometime, for example, if you see in movie, different movies, or in family life and all, sometimes you are angry on someone, but the person is higher in your either in age, respect, or hierarchy. So directly you cannot say anything, but your facial expression is saying that. Then the person will say ना कि आंख मत दिखाओ और ये गुस्सा जो कर रहे हो ना तुम हमारा कुछ नहीं कर सकते हो। मैं तो तुम्हें वास्तविकता बता रहा हूँ, तुम्हें आईना दिखा रहा हूँ और तुम्हें लग रहा है कि मैं तुम्हारे साथ गलत कर रहा हूँ। तो ये चीज होती है कि आप मुंह से तो कुछ बोल रहे हैं लेकिन आपका जो चेहरा है वो डिफरेंट चीजें ये कहता है। सो कहीं भी फॉर एग्जाम्पल आपकी पॉलिटिकल आइडियोलॉजी कुछ भी हो, आप किसी भी पॉलिटिकल इंक्लिनेशन के ओर हैं या आप किसी भी रिलीजन की ओर हैं, बोर्ड मेंबर्स आर नॉट लाइक कि दे आर जस्ट टॉर्चरिंग यू, नो, दे आर वेल इन्फॉर्म्ड पीपल, दे आर हैविंग वास्ट एक्सपीरियंस ऑफ लाइफ। वो कहते हैं ना कि जितने आपने आटा खाए हैं उतने वो नमक खा चुके हैं, मीन्स उनके पास वास्ट एक्सपीरियंस है। they are framing question in such a way that they are in the limit, they are knowing where their limit is. Still they are instigating sometime, they are imposing some question where you feel uncomfortable. See the things ki when someone is asking some question beforehand, the board has your DAF. So based on your DAF, before you enter the room, they make some certain perception. It is true that they are not always right, because whatever I have written, everything is not there in DAF now. What type of person I am, that is not mentioned. What my hobbies are, that I have mentioned. What my achievements are, that I mentioned. From which family background means social strata I belong, that is mentioned. But what aggregate my personality is, that is not mentioned. So certain things they assume, they accept yes, that person is having this type of personality, this type of things. Now once you enter the room, they will ask some ice breaking question, means they will make you comfortable. In fact, it is the duty of chairperson or chairman to make you comfortable and start the communication. Once communication starts, those members who are not asking question at that time, they are all are observing you. For example, 4 people are there, 1 chairman, chairperson, and 3 members. They all are observing you. Whatever you are saying, whatever is your facial expression, what is your gesture, posture, body language, body movement, they are observing each and everything. And after that, they are framing something. Yes, this person is going in this direction. If some questions are asked, then the person is responding in that way. After that, maybe all members are not asking this type of things, or these are not many. Actually, only 1-2 questions. Maybe it is not always for every candidate key you will be asked some uncomfortable or controversial questions. No, some may be asked. So at that time, always remember you are the person who is there not to prove yourself that you are right. You are the person who is there to reply the questions, to say the board that yes, I qualified written, I qualified medical, I qualified physical, and now I am a potential candidate. I am deserving this job. Then you have to prove, yes, whatever common sense I have, whatever accumulated experience I have, I will reply from my level based. But when these questions are asked, remember always in mind, first, you are Indian. You are, as a Indian citizen, you are going. You may belong from any places. For example, take from Northeast. You have read so many news related to human right violation, Armed Forces and Special Power Act, cultural distinguishedness. So if you belong to, for example, Northeast, and they are asking, yes, Indian Army, they are torturing simply Northeasterners, Easterners. They are very nice people, and Indian Army or Indian Armed Forces are very wrong. Now you can say, yes, sir, you are the right person. You only recognize, yes, Indian Army is doing so much torture, still government. No, they are just checking you how you are responding. You cannot say yes, you are. They are just making a trap, and if you are in that trap, then your game may be over. You will get very less marks. So in these cases, always remember, yes, you can say, sir, there are here and there certain instances, certain cases have happened, but it is not always true, because Indian armed forces are well trained. If you say yes, these are simply torturing, then you are going to also be a part, and you alone cannot change the entire system. There is proper discipline, there is proper hierarchy. Certain times circumstances happens because training, theoretical manual, and rules regulations are standard, which defines where your right is and where your duty is. You have to be bound in that. But every time there are some operational challenges, some operational instances, and for every instance, for every case, for every scenario, there can never be a rule book. For everything you will do in that way, there comes operational flexibility. And in that operational flexibility, some people are using their power in best available way, and some people are there who are misusing that power also. This is true. And yes, this is happening. Key human right violations have been there, but you are not there to say that in blanket. Key, yes, it is true. Key, there are so many. No, you will say there are some circumstances, some instances where it may happen, and it has happened, but it is not that they are in plan or they are doing so in organized way. Actually, what happens? Many things depend on commanding officer. If commanding officer is good, then the things are okay. If commanding officer is having some grudge, the person has some preconceived notions, some negative thoughts about something, then that creates problem. Watch Shaurya movie. Okay, just some time back, I took the name of movie that you should also you can watch, and Shaurya movie you should watch. That will give a lot of things. In that commanding officer, for example, Brigadier Pratap, so he is misusing the power. But another Major Rahul Bosch, so he is fighting the case on behalf of Captain. Okay, so the things are there, but you should not get trapped, because you are there, and you are, once you are getting selected, you are getting professional training of 1 year. It is not just about physical fitness. It is about mentally alertness. It is about human rights, protection of human rights, dignity of women, and all social issue. You are working in your own area, your own country. I said, na, yes, few people will get opportunity to work outside the country, but majority people work inside the country. You are there to protect your own people. So you will not do the things. So wherever the things are, don't get trapped in that, because there are only few questions, and that few questions sometimes matters a lot. You should always be polite towards downtrodden section of society, women, those are Divyang and all, and don't be like such a way ki you are arrogant and all. Maybe if you are scoring very good marks in written part, even if your interview is not going as desired, you will be selected in general, unless otherwise you are going totally in wrong direction, means you have decided ki I will be disqualified, that is other thing. Otherwise, if you have having good marks in written, board cannot stop you. It is not about SSB. In SSB, even if you are first ranker, board can just eliminate you. But here, it is a different thing. Unless otherwise you are just determined whatsoever happens, I will not reply any question and I will do my own stuffs. Otherwise, the things are there, they are avoiding mark. But once for few questions, for example, which are controversial and which are difficult in nature and which are uncomfortable in nature, and if you are replying that in good way, in good sense, then those candidates are getting good marks in triple digit, 105 plus, sometime 110 plus. And last 3 years, you have already seen 2018, 2019, and 2020. Highest score is 130. So this is happening. Okay. So these are small observations and all. And this will be a continuous process till your actually see the things. It is not the first time I am telling the things. Every time for long time, for many years, I am doing the things. But every time new aspirants are added, new aspirants are coming. So they should know. If you have any questions, query, doubts, you can message me on WhatsApp number 8527146498 or Telegram number 7404909669. If you want mock interview and other assistance, you can message. Okay, thank you.